Welcome back to the Black Light Podcast. ThonLexy here with another live reaction. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's make it happen. Y'all know the rules. Hit the subscribe button on your way into the room. Let's get into it. Let's have a clean show. Got a good show prepared for you. There were some interesting things happening on Kendra G's show. Of course, along with the feature presentation. We're going to get into it. It's one of the few shows where the feature presentation, I don't believe it's as jarring as the things that are going to come before. So you want to stay during the duration of the show. Everything over 20 qualifies as a show sponsor. If we reach the goal of $100 in the Cash App, that guarantees you another live show. That's the model that we're running. Emperors first in the building, it looks like. Then came M Scales. What's up? Drop those locations. Better late than never. Sorry that we didn't make that 2 o'clock time frame, but I had some things going on. So we're here. Let's go ahead and make it happen. Drop those locations. I want to see where you guys are tuning in from. We're going to have a great show. Despite of the late turnout, we might even wait a few more minutes just to make sure that everybody figures out that we're over here, and then we're going to get going. We have a big show. Kendra got into it with somebody. She had a debate with a guy who wanted to only date white women. That got interesting. Then she had a long conversation with a guy who who said that he wanted to date, I think he was like 44 and he wanted to date an 18-year-old. So one of the few times we've ever seen in our show, there are 2 men who we might just peek in and just see what they got going on, only because the subject matter is so jarring. You definitely want to stay through. Happy Friday. Hope that you guys are having a good weekend. Mick already dropped 10. He says, what's good, BLP family? Let's go ahead and get into it. We are here. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to still wait a couple of minutes for some people to come into the room, but for the most part, we're gonna get going. It's already 7 late into the evening, so we're gonna just wait a couple of minutes and then we're gonna get going. Let's make it happen.
Mama, there goes that man.
My dog died long.
You see, stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on 2 separate tracks.
I beg your pardon?
To certain sections of the audio.
Let's get one thing straight.
From those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on 2 separate systems, the sounds are blended together.
Yeah. I see a big tray. I'm like, I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
Hit the like button on your way into the room. We're going to briefly cover this and a few other archetypes. Better late than never. What's happening?
But yes, I'm very serious about my knee.
You play too much.
Let him cut. I'm down for the people because I live for the people.
I've seen things you've only seen in your nightmares.
You get your big fat ass on.
Happy Easter. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. To all the people out there celebrating Easter, happy Easter. For all the people who are not, what's going on? How y'all doing? Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, when I saw the title of this call, I was thinking, Kendra G, she's definitely gonna get triggered. Very predictable. Kendra G is a very predictable woman. I'm gonna start by saying that Kendra is very predictable. I knew that there wasn't any way she was gonna be able to sit neutral during the duration of this call and just let it be. I knew that she was gonna have something on it that was gonna be jarring. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna quickly take care of this so that we can move on to the ladies, and then we're gonna react to some ladies and then get over to the feature presentation. Let's go. I'm gonna get you through your evening. Let's spin the clip.
Well, you'll be surprised. I'm actually in North Cyprus, and it's 5:30.
The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now. All right, let's start. What's your name?
I'm Leonard. I'm a chief controller.
Wait, what's your name? Is your name Leon?
Leonard, yeah, like Leonard.
Leonard.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
I was 33 3 days ago, actually. It should have been my birthday.
So you're 33, okay.
Yes.
Do you have any kids?
No, actually, at the moment, I don't have any kids. And to be quite frank with you, I'm just going to be honest. I really don't really intend to have kids for quite a while, because I have a career to pursue, and I just feel like at the moment, I'm not capable of following that path. But in the future, probably. But at the moment, I don't really have kids, which is quite sad. Not that I don't want to, but at the moment, I don't think it's financially okay for me at the moment. I'm not that kind of person that I just say, oh, get kids or I just want to have a kid, but everything has to have planning. So I don't want to bring someone in the world where I haven't planned everything out for them to really, you know what I mean? So I think I'm not ready yet, but I think in the future, probably I might be open to it, but at the moment I don't have kids.
So you don't want kids anytime soon?
Yeah, at the moment, anytime soon. At the moment, I don't want kids, to be quite frank.
Okay, could the woman have kids already, or you don't want to date a woman with kids either?
I would prefer not as well. I'm kind of turned on, but with some women that are more mature, if you know what I mean. And I would like to be with someone that is, quite intellectual, and and I would just come direct. I like women that are more. I have a higher age group, like from around 40s, from 35 to their 50s, because I feel like I've once been with someone, to be quite open again, that are quite mature, and I kind of feel that my type of women are the ones that are, like from 35 upward, sorry.
Okay. Do you want a woman in Cyprus?
No, I would say all over the world, but I would prefer someone who speaks English, and articulate properly. That'll be all right. I actually speak 3 languages, so I do speak French, English, and Turkish. So I'm open to people who are able to communicate in those 3 languages.
Okay, all right. Let's do the Kendra. No, when was your last? Wait, I forgot. So the woman look a certain way.
Yeah, I would prefer I'm not really the kind of slim. I'm not really the type of like slim kind of women. I would prefer someone who's a little bit, a little bit big boobs, big butt, stuff like that. And I prefer white women if that's possible.
Why do you want a white woman?
Because I kind of feel like that's my type. I've dated black girls before, but I kind of feel like that's my type for my experience. Don't get me wrong, I've dated black women before, but I've also dated white women.
So in your experience, what's the difference with when you were dating white women versus black women?
Brendan's right. Y'all hit the like
I kind of feel that white women
thumbs up. Let's get
they're
those likes
more
up.
womanly, if you know what I mean. They're more, I don't want to put this like this, so people are
Thanks,
going to
Brenda.
take it differently. But I kind of, from my experience, I kind of feel like the good ones that I've been with, not, you know, the good ones that I've been with, they have a good, better heart. They understand life more. You know, they're more compassionate and they're more caring compared to the other sex. But it's not my place to like judge people, but that's just my experience. A lot of people have their own experiences, but that's just my frank experience.
So what was your experience with Black women?
It was cool. I won't say it was cool, but I kind of feel like it was more they have a little bit of masculinity in them.
Now, everybody, I need you guys all to pay attention to this moment in the call, okay? Because it's important. Notice that Kendra asked him, now, what is your experience with Black women? That's a very important aspect of the call, because later on in the call, she's going to act as if his whole spin on wanting white women was so that he could shame Black women, or that he was shaming Black women on the way to like wanting white women, which isn't the case. Kendra asked him what he thought of Black women. Kendra, at that moment, you're responsible for whatever was said about Black women from the duration of this call, okay? Let's go ahead and continue. Minor says Kendra sees red.
I just feel like
she absolutely does.
Not all, but most who don't know that in their subconscious just generally have those characteristics. But in time, when you get to understand certain things about yourself and get to improve yourself, get better. But I kind of feel like they have a little bit more masculinity in them, and I'm kind of like a man, and I prefer somebody that's a little bit more softer and more womanly,
like a woman,
than, you know, like sometimes someone that is has a little bit of masculine traits in them. That's just like a turn off for me. So I prefer somebody who's really more like womanly, caring.
Like button. I'm gonna have to,
you know,
compassionate. If you guys don't start hitting the like button coming in, we're gonna have to pause this.
Nice, lovely stuff like that.
Okay. They prefer as a white woman. Should she make a certain amount of money?
And I don't want to talk about money. We're not defined by money. It doesn't matter if the person makes billions or millions or whatever. I'm just who I am. I don't rely on people in my life. I'm a hardworking man.
Yeah, Kendra, like if you knew anything about men and you actually cared and you understood, men wouldn't even be asked this question, because most men are looking to like take care of their life and everything, and they're not And I get it. Modern women, you all are depending on men needing help, but we're not looking for your help. I know you guys are looking for a reason to make the income that you make significant in some way, but we're not looking for your help. And again, Kendra this was the beginning of her starting to be off put, because again, he isn't the guy who needs your money. So women who make money aren't significant to him. Kendra's a money-making woman and she's one of those type of money-making women who try to throw it around a lot, and she's always talking about how she wants to get a prenup as if somebody wants to steal her little money, right?
And I'm quite generous if I can, but they should be responsible for sure. So that's why I want a woman that is more mature. And most white people got this stuff together, well, due to the society, the serious ones, not the. But most of the serious ones, they got the shit together already. So, yeah.
You said most white women got their shit together?
Well, from my experience, the ones that I've been with, most of them, they got they just have, what I mean, got their shit together, not like have everything, but I would say the average, from my experience, the average white person, the way they live, it's not even compared to the average black person. They generally have mostly everything, but they act like they don't have anything. They generally, the ones that I've been with, most of the ones that I've been with, they generally have everything, but they just like they feel like they don't have anything. But from me having a black experience that I know coming from Africa, so I didn't mention that I'm originally from Cameroon. Most of the white people that I have met, they mostly have their shit together compared to the black community, and it's due to society. You know, we have a different path from them, from my experience.
Well, I want to say this. I really try to sit here and allow every guest to share their personal experience and not insert myself. But I would like to say this. As a Black girl, I live better than most white women.
You're white. No,
I beg your
please.
pardon?
It's not. It's just a.
What? For one, what does that have to do with anything? What relevance does that bring to what he's saying? Like, much love to Minor Reese. He dropped 10. He says, salute, looking sharp, brother. Thank you, brother. He says, twin, and much love, man. Appreciate you. And all that you do. Yeah. This isn't about what white woman you look better than, Kendra. This is just another example that that you live your life from a very self-centered perspective. This is why you've probably had a difficult time in relationships, Kendra, and why you're always going to pick you over the group. Why did that hit your ego? And what's really weird about this is I can tell he's the kind of guy you would never give the time of day, but it still bothers you anyway. It's funny. Our women, they spend so much time having a good time, willfully rebelling against the men that look like them. But when a man who looks like them finds interest in another woman, now they want to compete.
My dog died.
And I'm just saying I'm tired. I'm just saying that I'm tired. It's just so old. It's just such an old, like, Black women, y'all don't even care about us. You don't care about shit we got going on until we look away from you.
Jim, of course, you not all. It's not. I'm not saying all. You know, but I'm saying from my experience, the one that I've met. But for sure,
The one
of course,
that you've attracted. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Please don't take it. Different Black women are very beautiful, for sure.
No. I got that part, but you said that most white women have their shit together and they live better.
And did you notice how, like, having their shit together and living better, that has nothing to do with, like, appearance. You just went there. You didn't even address what he said. You just moved to a place where you believe you're beating white people. It's like if somebody was saying, like, arguing with a Black man, and they're like, oh, white guys make more money than Black men or whatever. And then Black men are like, well, but at least I can jump higher. Like, we just bring up some random area where we're doing better just to, like, just to distract you from, like, the loss you're like. I didn't know I was muted the whole time. In general, now I got to start my rant all over again. But basically, all in all, y'all didn't miss shit. I'm just shocked that black men don't get to, as much as black women spend rebelling against their men, as much time as black women spend taking joy in rebelling against the things that black men want, when a black man chooses to go outside of his race and look another direction, there's always an issue. There's always some kind of problem. There's always pushback. And I'm really shocked that Kendra took this as an opportunity to focus on her own self and focus on who she looks better than just listen to what the brother is saying. This is why we've gotten to such a bad place in general with like our women, because like y'all don't want us to go anywhere and y'all don't want us to look any other direction. But when we're focused on you, you're like, la 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 la. What you want, submission? La 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 la. You want cooperation? What you asking me what I bring to the table? La 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 la. I don't know. It's confusing. I certainly was ranting. It's very disappointing. It's weird, Kendra. You never cease to disappoint me more. You find new and interesting ways to make me disappointed in you every single week. I thought that when I started reacting to your show, that I would only be reacting to the ladies who came on to your show. I didn't know you would give me so much content inspiration. Like, I didn't know that you were such an unmarriageable, unknowledgeable, modern woman that you would give me so much extra, like, content. Like, get your shit together and thank you. It's like I'm conflicted. Much love to Scorp God. He says, for the muted charade rant. Much love, brother. Thank you. We're getting ready to continue the call. It's just, I don't know, man. I guess I'm trying to make up for the rant that you guys missed. Really frustrating. And again, what I said in the rant that you guys missed is that it bothers me that this is a guy who Kendra G would have never found interesting in any day of the week. And y'all know I'm not lying. Kendra would have never found this guy interesting. She would have never given this guy a chance, ever. But she cares about where his gaze is focused. She cares about if he believes that white women look better than her or not. Because had he said, no, I think white women look better than you, that would have started an argument between the two. But my question would have been, why do you give a damn? Why do you care about where he goes and what he does? And he didn't diss black women just to go over to white women. You made him bring up what he thought of black women. Don't ever forget that.
The black women.
Or just give, for example, okay, just take, for example, worldwide. If you want to compare the with net worth whites, who is at the top of Forbes ranking, which how many black women do you see there? For example, that's what I mean. Like,
so are you saying you saying you want to date the white woman at the top of the income level?
No, that's a different topic. I was just talking as respect to the fact that, from my experience, I've noticed most white women have more money than the black people, and then I spoke about the Forbes thing.
You know, y'all be challenging my blackness in these interviews.
No,
But
please.
I'm gonna.
Kendra, please.
Listen,
Kendra, he's not challenging your blackness. You're making it personal.
no, it's all good. I said what I said. I'm not gonna say no more because it's not about me. But I'll say it again. I live better and do well than a lot of white.
Absolutely.
But I'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. It ain't about me. All right, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. So it's actually.
And for the record, I don't really like agree with like I don't like really like agree. I don't agree with him even caring about a woman's money. I don't think that's what he should be thinking about. But I find it funny that Kendra keeps missing the point. Like he's not even talking about appearance. He's talking about like economic and personal value, which of course I tell men you shouldn't even be caring about a woman's personal economic value. These are the loser men in the dating market a lot of the times, but who he is isn't the point. What bothers me is that Kendra won't allow this guy who she would have never touched with a fucking rusty pole, like say what he wants to say and have who he wants. She doesn't even want the guy. But again, black women don't want us. They want to walk away from us and rebel from us, but they want to also be like, don't go anywhere. Like, how dare you look elsewhere? You better stay looking at me though. Nah.
Get the light in your face, baby. Get the light in your face. Okay. Yes. Okay, there we go. We got to see your legs, sir.
Okay. Yeah, my feet.
Okay, we got you. Oh, you got your feet?
Exactly.
You got no socks on?
You're right, Donnie.
Oh, I'm just in the living room.
I'm sorry to drink this
Okay.
water like this, guys. I know this is very ghetto, but I'm sorry.
Trying to think. Okay, when was your last relationship, sir?
That was about 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
That's I'm gonna no one answer that, but just a tip. That was about a year ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
And I want to say, usually by this time of the show, no matter who we're reacting to, we've already seen at least 200 to 300 people in the room. For all the people out there who are like, why don't you guys ever react to guys and talk about the delusional guys? Well, it's because nobody cares about men. Like, nobody cares about what we're going through. Nobody cares about, like, whatever. And there are far less men talking unreasonable about their dating standards than there are women. So y'all are creating more viral moments than men. Be quiet, and maybe it'll even out. But notice how we can't hold viewership when men are in here, because people are here to listen to about when women are the reason why this niche is so hot, because women continue to talk and speak publicly where people can hear them and they don't think through what they're talking about. And then people like me get their hands on the content. Then they act like I'm the problem.
I would say I need to work on my listening skills. And another one, I would say I think I need to push myself more and more. And thirdly, I will say I need to, have more compassion. Not that I don't have more compassion, but I feel like I have to be better as a man. Just try to better myself as a man every day.
Better yourself as a man every day. Okay. And why would a woman be lucky to be with you? Excuse me. Why would a white woman be lucky to be with you?
That's white woman. Anyways, I'm funny. I'm cool. I'm hardworking. I do have DIY skills. I do have skills in computing, electricity, plumbing. So I do have a little bit to contribute. I'm very hard work person. I'm strong. I could do. I'm a fast.
What I like about him is that he makes a ton of money. He doesn't even want to say it. Kendra, no matter where he is in life, he better than you, because he make real good money, but he don't even have to look it. He don't have to walk. He don't have to do a bunch of reels, spinning around and stepping out of cars that he don't really own. He don't have to really do that. Like, he can feel successful and just be in a normal location, chill. A lot of wealthy men walk around looking just like men who are really doing well. A lot of times be having on dirty boots. A lot of you guys have never really seen a rich person, and you don't know you saw him. He was standing right next to you in the grocery store. There'll be plenty of people who make 6 figures, and they're not even going to say it. because that doesn't really make them. That's not what defines them as a person. It's a part of their quality, but
Leonard, I could do things, very well. So, yeah.
Let me say this. This is the elephant in the room. I see it in the comment section, and somebody said Black women are triggered by your comments. I'm gonna, again, I've been.
Now, Kendra, why are you responding to other women's other Black? Why are you taking the outrage of the comment sections in your comment section and personalizing it? And see, and now this is where Kendra disassociates herself from her own points of views and in a very sinister way throws her own audience in front of her and says, no, actually they really think it. So you can't hold me accountable. It's my audience.
Working on it. I try to detach myself, but I'm a Black woman first and foremost. Okay,
that doesn't mean
anything. I'm a Black woman. I do want to just say this.
What the hell is even that?
I do not care when Black men date outside their race. Like, I promise you, it does not bother my soul at all.
So why are we talking about it?
But I will say, when comments are made like other races are better, that's always, it just confuses me because.
Well, Kendra, hold on. You wait a second. He didn't say that until you asked him what he thought of Black women. You brought in the whole compare and contrast scenario. You're not about to do this. You're not about to do this. This is what religious people do to me when they step in the ring with the big bad wolf. Pastors always want to debate with the big bad wolf when they realize I'm the guy around town who nobody can beat in a debate about God, and then they want to bring me to, and then when they realize they can't debate with me, they want me to leave. Because they realize once you're in this bubble with me, it's a wrap. You better have I really worked hard on getting my mouthpiece together and being able to articulate myself well. I know you've been preaching and pimping for a long time, but you're not gonna beat me. Right? It's no different. This is no different. It's like, you're associating yourself with outrage that's not even yours. If those women are triggered, it's not your job to be like, hold on, sisters, I got his ass. Let me get this nigga, hold on. No, it's not your job.
Because you come from a Black woman. Like,
oh my God.
Black. Like, whoever,
like we haven't heard that before.
Come from our soil, our ancestors. You are raised to be the person that you are.
Oh, shut up, Kendra. Like, aren't you tired of it? Like, aren't you hyenas tired of saying the same bullshit in defense? Because when we say, what do you bring to the table? That's actually a logical question. But when y'all assume that because we all have Black mothers, we cannot be objective about you, that is asinine. It's so childish to assume that because we love our mothers, you dumb. Don't you realize two things can be true at the same time? I can love my mama and hate your guts. Like, I can love the hell out of my mama and still think you're a terrible woman. What do you, like, y'all, Black women have been using this cheap deflection tactic since the 90s. Oh, you must really hate your mama. It's like, no, I just hate you. Like, you're a Black woman I hate. Why are you trying to bring my mama into this? Like, I love her. Stop bringing my mama into this. Why are you acting as if I'm tired, man. This shit is old. How long are y'all gonna keep doing this? But your mama Black. Please. Some of us have moms who are trash. Some of us who have moms who are on crack. Some of us got moms who beat on us and talk down to us, like Terrence Crawford's mama. No offense, Terrence Crawford. I'm just saying. Some of us had moms who never even spoke life into us. And Black men talking about some dear mama. I don't respect that. Because Tupac made a song, Drew Hill, mama, them niggas goofy. Please, it's cheap. And all it did was make Black women think that no matter what a Black woman does, they're perfect. It's lame. I'm over it. This is why women be like, if you don't like your mama, I can't date you, because black women are in this little weird fraternity where they'll steal each other's man and stab each other's back, but they still want to like act like we're all perfect, even though they really low-key hate each other. And in their most honest moments, they're like, I really just want to hang out with guys because these bitches is messy, they blah, blah, blah. So lame of you, Kendra. Now, in better energies, we did get a show sponsor. Glad we did. I'm working hard. Brian G said, thank you for your time, Don. Much love, G. You took the sponsor spot. I appreciate you, man. Let's see where you're at. You're starting to build yourself up here. Yeah, much love, man. Much love, Brian G. I think that's your first sponsorship. That puts us at 80. 20 more bucks. We moving on to another show, man. Okay. We're not gonna stay here long.
Based off of black women. So if you decide that you want to go out to a different race, that is completely your right? And I promise you, I don't judge you.
I like that.
But it does just sound weird to me when you exalt those races over the women that actually gave birth to you.
What if the women who gave birth to us aren't as good as those women? Like, I don't even think like you guys even, and it's not true. I don't think that white women are better than black women. I don't even agree with this dude. But I'm saying, for the sake of the argument, what if other, like, and again, Kendra, I would argue, what other ethnicity demographic do you see their men fighting and arguing with their women about their women smiling and being feminine and cooking like you do in the black community? Where? Are you saying there's no reason for black men to have a little bit of reservation about black women? And when talking about black women only marrying 1 in 4, that's all the men. That's not just black men saying no. That's the white men being like, hell no. That's the Hispanic being like, oh no, I'm okay. That's everybody. That's even the Chinese man. He's like, ha, ha, ha. Nobody wants it. Right? So statistically, he has a point. Your perspective is just emotional. If you think that it's by mere coincidence black women are marrying at the lowest rate, then I don't even know what to say. And you kind of do know, because you're always complaining behind the scenes. I bet you if we could be a fly on the wall and listen to her conversations with Zach and Just Niche and people who she actually respects, y'all would know exactly what she feels about black women. And it's the same thing people like me say on this show. She just has to keep up this whole black girl magic, we all together shit. It's pathetic.
That just confuses me, but yes.
Can I say something, please?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. This is the thing that I kind of think, like, people, it's sometimes you...
Much love to Donnie. He dropped that last 20 to make sure that we make it to tomorrow's show. Show is sponsored. Much love, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Donnie. I appreciate you, brother.
You say
and everything that you do. Much love, man.
Genuinely,
thanks.
but people get it wrong. You know, you asked me a question, I'll just answer it sincerely, but it doesn't mean I'm not open to the other sex. But you said, what if at the moment, what type of woman would you like to date? I said the best of the best, because I like to go for good things. You know, I said I would like to date
the best of the best. You making it worse.
Well, he said that the best what do you mean he's making it worse? Making what worse? Pleasing you? He's not doing a good job of making you feel good about how he feels about another ethnicity of women. He feels like white women are the best. I disagree with this nigga, but he believes white women are the best. Black women get on my nerves, but I feel like black women are whooping white women's ass every day of the week in so many regards. And white women are more marriageable, but I'm still sitting around like, black women, please, before I get too old, could y'all please get y'all shit together? They got moles and then a hair growing out of the mole. I don't want a white person. No offense to all my white people who tune in. It's just my preference. I don't want to date y'all. And that don't mean I don't like you. That don't mean I don't want to do business with you. That doesn't mean that, like, I don't want to be, even maybe your friend in some context, maybe, just don't get too comfortable. I just don't want to date your women. And that's my prerogative. And I'm not trying to diss white women. I'm just saying I personally, I'm good. But I just think black men, everything, and then he often, a little bit, maybe a smudge, he reminds me of like an eclectic black man. The black man who is in anime, black man who may do a little gaming on the side, black man who might have interest in books, black men who skateboard. These are very interesting people who we kind of push out of the we kind of shun them to the side, and they're some of the most interesting people you ever speak to. But again, it's like, I just think that it almost offends you more that he's one of those black guys that you wouldn't even have wanted in the first place. It would have really pissed you off had he been a high value guy. Well, what you perceive as a high value guy, he could be high value, but what you perceive as a high value guy, he might not be that. But again, it just pisses you off that a black man is looking at black women probably the same way you do the moment that they piss you off good enough. That's what's fake. I know in your realest moments, Kendra, you be trashing black women like, I can't stand these bitches. I know you do.
I would like to date a white woman for so and so reasons, but doesn't mean that I'm not open to. Life is funny, you say these things and life treats you another way. It's not like,
yeah, like, it is what it is. Yeah. Anywho, man, we're gonna move on from him. Well, I think Kendra has something else.
But if you meet someone, it all boils down to if you're a nice person, you're a good person, and nature will bring you guys together. Of course, I will definitely also date a black person, but I would say, like, okay, if I have to like hit on someone now, when I go out, I'll from my experience, I would like to go a white person because I think to like more get more intellect from them, like, from my experience.
Okay.
That's all. But it doesn't mean I cannot date a black woman, and it doesn't mean that I don't love black women. Please don't get me wrong, Kendra, please.
Okay. No, you're fair. Okay.
And he wouldn't even have talked about black women had you not brought up black women. So, again, he has the right to think that white women are better than black women, even though I disagree. I think the only reason why white women are marrying at a higher rate is because marriage is incorporated into their culture more because they sort of won the race war. So there's more, the family structure is more intact. They destroyed ours and built theirs up. So their family dynamic is intact. So they're used to seeing marriages. Like, that's why Mr. Samuel used to always ask women, have you ever even seen a woman be a wife? Like, because people don't understand, it's everything having the example of like the thing being done. Like, if you actually haven't seen somebody serve a man, you probably won't be able to get it done. If you haven't seen a woman cooperate with a man, see her deal with the difficult layers of a man, you're probably not going to get it accomplished. Now, guys, unfortunately, because men...
I'll just say this one.
Hold on, wait a second.
Last thing. And I feel this way about black men, too. I mean, I'm a public figure. And, I mean, y'all see how black men be talking to me, be talking about me and on the internet streets. But those men are not real life. And my real...
Oh my God, Kendra, I didn't know. As far as I'm concerned, I have a social security number like everybody else. Like, bitch, what are you talking about? like, Kendra, that's your problem. I bet you thought Kevin Samuels wasn't real life when he dog walked you on his platform. I bet you thought that just wasn't real life. It was. And so many things that he predicted about you came true. Like, do you think that people pull up by the boatloads to hear me analyze these women and talk about you for nothing just because I can do it in a humorous way? No. It's because you're not a hard woman to have pegged at all. You're pretty simple. You're pretty standard. I see women like you all the time. You're a mixture of a lot of different black women all put into one hyena. You're not doing anything unique. She's like, oh, that's not real life. It's like, what are you talking about? The men who comment under these comment sections, these are real men who make real money. The money that we make from reacting to y'all and having these conversations, you better believe that shit real. And I tell you what else is real too, Kendra. The children that I've had while I've been building this platform, the relationship I've been building. Got another one on the way. That's my third. That's my second girl. Got a boy. He's beautiful. 2 girls now. So my life is just full of love and joy. And, you know, women just have a way of bubbling and making your life pretty awesome. So I have these sandy-haired, beautiful girls that are going to be around me a lot. And your baby's still in a refrigerator. Like, your baby's still frozen and cold and in some nasty, crusty refrigerator, hoping that some guy will come along and be dumb enough to want to unthaw his pterodactyl-smelling ass. But listen, Kendra, like, us content creators, us men content creators, we've been trying to help women like you, believe it or not. You just don't listen. You don't want to hear a black man say it. You don't want to hear a black man correct you. Kevin Samuels gave you everything you needed, and you just put the game right down. He put it in your little crusty, gnarled fingertips, and then you put it down. Thanks for all the congratulations down there. Yeah, it's exciting. Yeah. To have a baby with real limbs. Oh, yeah. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thanks. Thanks, guys. That's just too much. Thank you. Me? Oh, thank you. Let's continue.
Life, the best men I know are black men. And this is why I will never let one apple spoil the bunch when it comes to my experience of black men. The best men I...
Wait a second, Kendra. This is very indirect shade. This is indirect. This is very indirect. What do you mean by that? Oh, like, you're not going to let one spoil the bunch. Why do you have to have a problem with him? Just because he was very respectful to you. I'm going to end the call here. He was very respectful to you. Why did you have to do that? Why did you have to, like, insinuate that he's one of the bad men in the dating market because he doesn't prefer you? I want you all to pay attention. This is the way black men are being handled just in general. We're being told that if he doesn't have a good relationship with his mother, then you shouldn't want to have a relationship with him. Even though a lot of our mothers in the black community are broken and shouldn't have had kids in the first place. But we're told that, we're spoken to that way. And a lot of us were raised by women who should have never had kids. Let's get real. Some of us are been raised by women who were destroyed by other women who should have never had kids. And are the furthest thing from self-awareness and don't even have a clue where they've gone wrong and don't care to figure it out. Do y'all truly live in a world where you believe all black women are doing something special and all black women are safe and not a threat? Truly? Truly? For some reason, I don't believe that. For some reason, that's hard for me to take in. For some reason, I believe it's deeper than that. For some reason, I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Now, excuse me. I was going to do the other male caller, but the viewership of the show has been so terrible because I chose to focus on a man that we're going to have to move on to the feature presentation. Yeah, we have to move to the feature presentation. Besides the fact that as people are coming in, the system is dropping them out. They probably wouldn't like me to say that, but I don't care. It's what they're doing. Because YouTube can get mad at me all they want, but I have people messaging me telling me like I was trying to watch your stream and I got kicked out. Like I just got kicked out and tried to get back on. I had to start another account and all this other stuff. So the system, people could be like, "Oh, Thon, be careful. YouTube might get mad." No, I don't care, because once viewers are actually hitting me up every day telling me that they got unsubscribed or that they got kicked out of a live stream arbitrarily and couldn't get back in, yeah, I got a problem with that. People show up to see me in all different areas of the world. Some people even outside of the country. I don't like when people get kicked out of the streams. Somebody else just dropped. Michael just dropped 20. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Rockhound Publicist says, love the ascot. Much love, man. Thank you. Let's go ahead and move on to the feature presentation. Kendra had a conversation with a woman who, very good looking woman, actually. Oh, actually, shit. There was a woman who actually was a catch, but I almost don't even want to react to it because that also hurts viewership really bad. People don't want to hear about women doing good, unfortunately. So I think we are just going to start with the feature presentation, probably damn near end the show with the feature presentation. I wanted to react to a woman who, a younger woman who was the catch. I'll just talk about her. I'll go to the feature I'll go to like the area of I'll go to the thumbnail and then show y'all who she was. And then I'll just talk about her briefly and then we'll start the feature presentation. Her right here. Her right here. Her right here. Now, you guys can go back and watch this when you get time. I want to make sure I pause her at a good place. Like right now she looked kind of evil. Hold on. Okay, now right there she looked like she played games. We don't want that either. Ooh, right there make her look a little ratchet. Shit, hold on. My bad, girl. I'm trying to shine you in a good light. Hold on. There you go. Now, I'm not saying that she was completely marriageable, but I will say, just like I've been trying to drive home, and this is to Kendra G and all the people who are against male podcasts. Male podcasts are the reason why the demographic of 18-year-old women to 27-year-old women sound far wiser than the women who are 30 to 55 in the black community, because the women who are 30 to 55 are far less likely to listen to what men have to say from an objective place. They're already bitter. They're convinced of their belief systems and what is and what ain't. Younger women, still kind of neutral. Still sort of like figuring things out. Still open to learning. And that's why we're seeing so many marriageable 18 to 27-year-old black women. And the women who are 30 to 35, 35 and up, garbage can. And not in all cases. Yes, there will be some marriageable 35 and up women somewhere. But I'm saying for the most part, not for everyone, but for the most part, you're not seeing a lot. Like the women 35 and up have the worst things to say. Vivica A. Fox, Nia Long, Lala Anthony, Tracy Ellis Ross. The quotes get worse as the ages go up, if you're catching my drift. I'm not going to do the Kendra cam or anything like that. All I'm going to say is that some women call Kendra G's show every now and again, and they're actually marriageable. But when they do, when it happens, what I want y'all to do for me is to pay attention to the age of the woman and see if she's in between 18 and 27. I guarantee you she's in between that age demographic, because the women above that age demographic, 35 to 45, they're like Kendra G. They want a black man, but they don't give a damn about what a black man is talking about. Now, moving on.
It's finally Taurus season. It's finally Taurus season. No, next weekend.
I'm here to tell you right
Aries,
now.
hurry your
Tuesday.
shit up.
We don't
Aries,
care.
hurry your
Let
shit
me tell you
up.
something.
Yeah, my birthday's actually on Earth Day, so
Your birthday's on Earth Day?
yeah.
Okay,
What the hell is even that?
So Zamira 28, where you calling me from?
Charlotte. Well, I stay in Charlotte, but I'm like from the outskirts of Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your? Oh, so I know your zodiac sign is a Taurus. What you do for a living?
I'm an IT specialist.
Okay. You have any children?
No.
You ever been married?
No.
Okay. So we got Demaria.
Yeah, Demaria.
Demaria 28, Charlotte, Taurus, gang. I'm so excited because we are up next. IT specialist, no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I would say like I don't like a guy who is like extra. I don't like a flashy guy. I like a cool, calm, collect guy. You know, I could be a little bit much sometimes, but what girl isn't? You know what I'm saying? I want someone who is a gentleman. I don't like the social media. Like I be on social media, but like just you know how people just like their mindset is social media. That's not me. That's not me. I like a family man. Of course, he has to be taller than me when I have heels on.
Okay, sweetheart, slow it on down. Slow it on down, baby girl. Nobody cares about who like you got. Like I'm telling you, because I'm only hearing it with my women. I'm gonna address it like it's the women in my community. Y'all need to stop. Nobody cares, man. I'll say that as somebody who stands closer to 6 foot. I'm like 5'11" and 3 1/4 or some shit. Nobody cares. Like nobody cares, man. Like nobody cares about how they look standing. Like that's not how reasonable people vet in the dating market. That's the last thing you should be thinking about. I'm here to tell you there are more pressing matters that you need to be thinking about when picking a man. And it has nothing to do with like how you look standing next to him in heels and in a picture. God, the standards of our women are so atavistic.
5'5". You know, just a well-rounded guy, like a good, you know, I'm ready to be married. My sister ready for me to have kids, so I'm just kind of at that stage.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers, he can't be an atheist. I'm gonna say that. I don't want someone who's like out of the country. I think you be having like people who come on the show that's like from different countries and stuff like that.
We do it.
Yeah.
We gotta be in America.
Yeah, he gotta be in America. What else? He narcissist. I don't like controlling guy. Gaslighter. Just you know, just things like that. I don't like toxicness. You know, a little fun is cool, but like just the whole generic of all.
Yeah, like this is a great point. And from a young bull. Jacob says, don't care about social media, but yet he has to stand next to you a certain way. Exactly, because when women are talking about that heels crap, they're talking about how does he look standing next to me in an IG photo. That's what they really want to say. They're putting it like, oh, like out in public. They don't give a damn. What they really care about is what y'all look like on a social media post. Glad you caught that. Let's get back into it.
All that, nah.
Okay. So you look a certain way.
Yeah. He has to be taller than me. I like him brown skin, a little darker.
How tall are you?
Yeah. I'm 5'5".
Okay.
But like at least 5'11" or taller.
Okay.
Brown skin or darker. Nothing against you light skin, but I just don't. What else? You know, cute to me, I would say.
Okay.
Men don't mind when women have their light skin, dark skin preference. It isn't until guys say, I like them better red, that all of a sudden women start screaming colorism and whatever the case may be. I self-deprecate and do a lot of cracking on light-skinned people, and then people get mad at me and be like, "Don, you're a colorist." I'm like, damn, I can't even crack jokes on my own light skin. Like, that's messed up. That's messed up. But again, black men, we can't say what we want or don't want in regards to skin color, but you guys can. Black men don't care though. That's the truth. Like when I hear a black woman say they don't like light skinned guys, I'm just like, I don't know how to get upset about that. I don't know. So I guess she doesn't like light skinned guys. And I think women assume that we would get as upset as they would.
And should he make a certain amount of money?
Well, with me being in IT, we do know IT people make, pretty good money. He at least got to make, I would say, at least 90K and above. That's fine.
90K and above. Should he be in Charlotte?
I'm open to the East Coast.
Open to the East Coast.
And Texas.
Okay.
And Texas.
Say it again.
East Coast and Texas is fine.
Okay, now understand that 90K means two different things in those two different demographics. Let's listen to her reasoning behind wanting the
East
money.
Coast and Texas is fine. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay.
Oh, well, she had already said it. She basically has said, like, because she makes 90K. Ma'am, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Let's get the body evaluation real quick.
I played basketball in college, so
Okay.
yeah.
Hold on, I gotta move the caption.
So, what's the age range you would date?
My fellas didn't get a good look at that. My fellas missed that.
I played basketball in college, so
Okay.
yeah.
We see
Not
you,
bad.
girl. So, what's the age range you would date?
So I'm 28. As long as he's not a childish 28, that's okay with me. So I would say between 28 to like 30, maybe 35, maybe max.
Okay. So
Now, let's go ahead and do something. So let's go ahead and do something that that we don't do often. Let's go ahead and rate the woman. Let's go ahead and rate the woman. And the reason why it's important is because there might be some people who might think that she's deserving of the money. Let's see. Trash Boat says, I still want to be with a black woman, Thon. Just keeping my distance and continuing to improve myself since my divorce in 2021. And that sounds reasonable. Me too. Like, I have harsh opinions about black women, but my gaze hasn't moved at all. And that's how I know. I just think that that's just me personally. I don't diss men who don't want to date black women, but I know what I want. And men are a lot. We're more easygoing. Women more look at other women under judgmental about that type of thing, where guys are a little bit more easygoing with that type of thing. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and rate the woman. I already see some ratings already coming down there. That's good. I would love to cross-reference my ratings with yours. And again, yeah. Let's see. 6. I'm seeing 6. WNBA 7. Y'all are wild. Where did she say she was located? Didn't she said she was located in Florida? Anywho, I would probably say, anytime I get this confused, I go to Mr. I'm not ashamed to say I go to Mr. Sam. What would Mr. Samuels do? Reference. I would say Mr. Samuels would rate her an adjustable. So everybody who put 6 down there was probably the most accurate. 5 ain't, and adjustable, possibly. For some reason, she doesn't even have makeup on here, I don't think. And for some reason, I think done up a little bit, she could adjust up a rating, possibly. Very symmetrical woman, but not ideal. So again, not a dime piece, but certainly not hideous by any stretch either. She is a adjustable 6 every single day of the week. She's a 6 without any makeup, walking around as soon as she steps fresh out of the shower, and she could be adjusted. She could dress up and get really dolled up on you and possibly be a 7, or just a better 6. But anywho, what does this mean for her and what she can ask for money wise? It means she can't ask for basically a man making $100,000 a year is what that means. And again, man, it means you can ask for a man around the range of 50 to 60, possibly 70. If you're a good girl, you might get a guy making 70, and this is still above average, but it's not going to be $90,000. Are you like now? rather if you get real with that or not, will not change the inevitable outcomes coming your way. What you feel about what I just said don't really matter. What matters is that every day of the week you wake up, you're going to be an adjustable 6. You're going to be worth a man making $50,000 to $60,000 a year, and under that, not much above it. Now, if you were to get with a guy making $100K a year, it wouldn't be because you look that. It would be because you just pulled it. That happened for you, but that doesn't mean that you qualify, because there are women who end up with 100K a year men all the time, and they're not dime pieces. But if we're just doing this from a, I don't know you and I'm just trying to help, that's where we're at with it. Oh yeah, when we open the call lines, it's gonna get real. They're gonna see that they're gonna see that I went through a lot to become a great dating consultant.
Oh, when was your last relationship?
I would say COVID. COVID was my last relationship.
So 5 years ago?
Yeah, if I date, then it's like, I'm making sure that we.
Much love to Calvin Garrett. He says, keep them coming. I love that you guys love the work. It's really touching. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks. Hard-working guys. I really don't take you guys' contributions to the channel lightly. Thank you.
For the long run.
So much.
Oh, and another one of my deal breakers, he can't have kids. I forgot to mention that. Yeah.
He can't have kids.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Samira, 28, so no man with kids. What was the age range again?
Like, what did I say? He can't be childish at 28, so 28 is fine. Maybe, 27, I could do that too, to like 34.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about it?
Well, no, I don't want to answer it.
Oh, sweetheart, the energy that you said it in, I can tell was yesterday or something. Possibly like earlier that day. Look how Kendra's looking. How Kendra's looking right now. That's how I'm feeling like about what you said. Like it was the way you said it. It's like, yeah, it was yesterday. Possibly a couple of hours ago. That's why that's a good question, because there's not really a way for you guys to win that one. Like, there's no way you guys are going to come out of that one on top. Like, if you answer, it's probably not going to be the right thing. If you don't answer, we're going to assume whatever the hell we want. And depending on your tonality, it's probably going to be the right assumption, right?
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws. I would say that I overthink sometimes. What else? I would say that, maybe it's a gift and a curse, but like, when I like love someone, I love a little hard or whatever. And I can't think of the last one. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, let's do it. So, Demaria. Okay. Demaria, 28, Taurus, Charlotte. IT specialist, no kids, never married.
Demaria. I like to hear a black name in the black. It's a fun game that I like to play. I listen to a black name in the black community that's hideous, and I try to guess the name of the selfish, inconsiderate father who decided to force his way in on his daughter's name because he didn't get a junior. DeMarcus, come forward. Demarius. Yeah. DeMarcus, come forward. You didn't get a boy. You should have accepted it. You didn't get a boy. I'm tired of this. This is gross. It's one of the nastiest things you'll see in the black community. These gross hybrid stitched names. Jeromeisha. This is of some of the most disgusting things you will see in the black community. These nasty, gross hybrid names. I was watching a reality show earlier, and there was a woman on there, and her name was awful. I can't wait. We're gonna react to it next. It's probably gonna be at one of our next shows. And her name was just terrible, and I could tell it was some guy who's just trying to hybrid his name in there, and it's awful. that we do this as black people. Like, we're destroying our kids' lives before it can even start with these horrible, awful names. And then nothing was more cringe than growing up in school and watching black women in attendance and black men have to say, that ain't my name. It's Taquasia. Like, and they actually had the nerve to have an attitude that nobody can say the name that shouldn't have been a name in the first place. DeMarcus, just when once you realized it was a girl, that's when you just name her a girl name. You don't get to just. Glockkeisha and Glocktavius, we got to get them out of the hood. We got to pack them up. Find another Sharkeisha. It's like, what are y'all doing? Demaria. It's like, shit is.
Did I ask you why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I would say that a guy would be lucky to be with me, because I mean I feel like I'm a genuine person. I'm a caterer. If he need his feet rubbed, as long as they don't stink and they ain't ugly, I rub his feet. You know, I cook. I do like, you know.
Hold on. Okay. Brian G said, my mama made sure I was gonna get a job. Much love. What did she just say? I just blanked on it that quick.
His feet rubbed, as long as they don't stink and they ain't ugly, I rub his feet. You know, I cook. I do like, you know, whatever. Just be that plus.
As long as his feet ain't ugly and they stink, he can't. So he can't get his feet rubbed. Like, men don't usually have pretty feet. And yes, I'm advocating for this because I have ugly feet. Fuck is your problem? I played basketball. And I worked at factories in my 20s. All right? Men do rigorous things. Why do we have to have nice feet? What just happened right there is why I hate on guys who got pretty feet. You didn't need all that. If you're a guy and you're like a pretty boy and all that, blah, blah, and you got nice feet, you're too powerful for me. That's too many good things going for you. I just like black women. I think the reason why I use the foot example, it's not just because of the personal reason. Seriously. I just think I have an issue with black women and how there's so many caveats and buts and all this different stuff when it comes to your submission and your cooperation. It's always like, I'll cook for you, but you got to do this, or you got to cook every now and again too. Or you guys act like we're siblings in this thing or something. First, I tried to play. No, I played. I had a pretty decent career. Shout out to everybody who I played with also. And it destroys your feet. But my feet were kind of ugly before then, and then basketball was just like the cherry on top. Like, they just pushed my feet over the cliff. My dad talked to me about it all the time. He's like, ugly feet running my family. I'm just like, oh, okay, I know, because I'm looking at this shit. That don't make the situation no better. I dated this one girl. I didn't show her my feet for like 2 years, boy. That's how much I liked her.
Plus one for him, support him.
She was like, let me see your feet. I was like, stop, man. For real, I'll kick you out. I'll kick you out of my apartment. I'm not. We had already slept together and everything. I was like, I'm not ready to take that lunge. I was like, she was like, what? What are you talking about? I was just like, for real, you don't want no parts of this. She was like, for real, take your socks off. And then I caught her trying to take them off while I was asleep. I was like, bitch, what is you doing? Like, stop. Like, she was like, get off. And I was just like, whatever. She had said something to me like, well, if I show you something freaky, then will you show me your feet? All right, so I'm taking my socks off. Moral of the story, she got them bitches off. Okay, let's press play.
Him, you know how they say like, what is it? What you bring to the table?
Oh,
Whatever
yes,
the
I
case
was.
is. I'm not gonna say like, oh.
And my sock will always come halfway off, especially when I'm hitting it from the back. Like, I don't know what it is. I can't get proper, like, you almost better off keeping your feet on the couch because don't try to wear socks. Now that I'm older, I know. Yes, and I cut the bitches too. Like, they be like, I'll be like, my bad. Just, I clipped them. It's just, I don't. Be like, it's okay. It's all a part of it. It's all a part of being a man. Can't believe ugly men feet can't get no. Jesus, he can't get no foot massage? Okay. My feet ugly. My girl still massage my feet. Shout out to her. And I know she's so sweet. She be doing it like, ooh, ooh, ooh. That's love right there, y'all. Watching your partner suffer through the shit. Okay. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
On the table, like I just
My bad,
bring
dog.
quality things.
My fault.
So
Okay, let's do it. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
no, I'm not. Don't be mad at me. I'm not. Whenever I first
I used
downloaded
sneakers
it,
one
Here's the
time.
deal. I'm actually not mad, but you just wasted your
One time my
opportunity
sock came
for a man
off.
to
I
reach
said,
out
oh,
to you. So
shit.
you just talked to me for I think 10 minutes, and now the guy can't even contact you. So it's not. Listen, I'm not mad at you. I mean, you don't want to lose out, not me.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna download it. Last time I had downloaded it, it had like issues with the app, so I was just like.
So yeah, we're a new app. Okay, I know a lot of times we're compared to the apps that have been around for 20 years, but our apps go through what we're going through. But we relaunched in November. But even with that being said, so you just want to talk to me? You didn't want
They be
no guy
having
to ever
straight
reach out
combat
to you?
boots
Because
on.
you know I was gonna ask you that. Like even because I want to understand the mindset.
Amazement 17 came through and dropped 40. He says, for the late night service, salute, much love, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Because it's cool, but why even
We're thinking
call
about
me then?
switching
You
back
want
to
the
this
guy
time. You like
nobody
this
to know who you
time? Let me know.
I do. I'm gonna download it and then I'm gonna come right back.
Okay. Because here's the deal.
Okay, silly. You women are silly. Y'all know that Kendra G's not playing around about this goofy ass app nobody should care about. Y'all know that she gets mad about when y'all don't do what she wants because she thinks that she's better than you guys and she thinks that you guys are little pawns that she just move and just do what she wants. She's not really that humble, right? Just again, y'all. Kendra G, I'm really disappointed in you, Kendra. I am. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that a black man told you that he was violated by a woman and you told your whole audience that nobody should ever want to date him. And all he said was that a woman SA'd him. And she did. She did. And if you believe otherwise, why'd you take the video down after I put the live stream out calling you out about it? Why'd you take the video down if you believe otherwise? It disappoints me, Kendra, that you can't hide your disdain for black men. And I heard you try to bring your father up when talking about your love of black men. And I bring your father up often in a positive way when talking about how I know you have a good relationship with your father, so I'm confused with why you have a problem with black men. That's compartmentalization. You don't give black men that same consideration. If a black man has an issue with a black woman, you assume he has an issue with his black mother. See how in your world, you can have an issue with somebody like me, but you can also still love your father? What the fuck makes you think any black man is any different? What makes you think black men are any different? Oh, my bad. You think you're better than black men. Now, to move on to the hyena who thinks that she gets to 90K just because you make 90K. You don't. But you're probably closer to getting the 90K because of the way you look, even though you're not even a 90K woman, and you will trying to just say it and trying to do the whole modern woman spiel. Like, I make 90K, so you got to make 90K. Y'all hyenas need to stop. Y'all need to pay attention to who you're getting your dating information from. If the woman don't got a man, don't say the things she says. If she's not married yet, don't say the things she's saying. If she's also just a single career woman who don't got shit going, why you still in her talking points? You guys are all recycling the same shit, and none of y'all are having success. The marriage numbers say y'all are marrying the least out of all the women. So at one point, do you justifiably stop trusting one another? Like, I don't know. But anywho, great show. It's going to be a short one. I'm going to end the show. I'm in the show a little bit early. I'm kind of feeling a little bit under the weather. But again, I still enjoy bringing the show out. We're going to come out here tomorrow. I'm glad that we got the show sponsored. We're going to be here tomorrow. I'm glad that we at least made it an hour from under the weather. I'll try to at least make sure that we get an hour out of the show. I love that we've almost made 2 hours the norm. I'm trying to kick it up and give you guys more for what you contribute to the channel. But yeah, we are going to cut the show just a little bit short. But yeah, I appreciate you guys continuing to show up every day and to be consistent and to rock with me. I do. Thank you guys for continuing to support. For all the people who tune in every single day and never hit the like button and subscribe button, I wish poor things in your life. Know that where there are cracks in the sidewalk, I want your bitch ass tripping on them. Know that where there are pianos falling out of roofs. I'm not saying that I want you to be standing by the piano. I'm just saying that, like, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I can't stand you. But for everybody else who does come through and support and hits the like button and stuff, much love to you. Much love to everybody who's been rocking out with me and our show sponsor. Who was that? I believe it was somebody dropped a 50 bomb. Brian G. Much love to Brian G. He was the show sponsor. And Amazement 17 came through and dropped 40 right there at the last minute. Very good show. We almost made $200. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting. I'll see you guys on the next show. See you guys tomorrow. You guys.